Hello, welcome to everybody. We are today on our sixth episode of the 5 at 5 English live stream with our English teacher, Matt. Hi, Matt. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Missa?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I hope you can
Good.
see it. It's a good weather here by me. And you?
Oh, good, good. Yeah. No, we're having some good weather here as well. Did you have a good Easter?
Yes, Easter was very nice. Thank you very much. Um, also, we work on Easter little bit before, and now it's the first days of after Easter, and we have some interesting things what we do and what we can show to our participants. Right?
Great. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Always ready to go with something, right?
Yes. I will share our 5K English phrases. Um, I
All
will
right.
say, yeah. How they I blocked now. Um, Presentation. Yeah, we can
The
say
presentation, right? Yeah.
yeah.
I'm,
I see also somebody is here. They send us some great from South Africa here. Lily
oh, hello from South Africa.
Atieni. Yes, we are viewed in South Africa. Thank you, also greats, and best regards to South Africa.
Absolutely. All right. Shall we jump into it then? Do you want me to do the first one?
Yes, let's do it. Yes, Matt.
Right. Well, I thought we would continue what we did last time because I had a last time we did phrasal verbs because I had a request for them. So I've got
Mm-hmm.
another 5 phrasal verbs that I want to go through. So first one up, to break into, commonly used with the first team, right? So this is a phrase you would use usually for like a younger player, but it just means that
Mm-hmm.
they earn a place in the starting lineup or the main squad. Usually after they were in maybe one of the youth teams or some sort of reserve team, right? So if you think about a young player who maybe comes up through the academy, their goal is to
Mm-hmm.
break into the first team, right? That's what you want. And then the example sentence there, my client has finally broken into the first team after months of hard work and strong performances in training. So I imagine it's a very exciting time in a young player's life when they break into the first team, right?
Yes, I can remember also my breaking into the first team because I was
Oh,
also
of
a
course, yeah. You
professional.
did it yourself personally, yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's you never forget this. You never forget this first time when you speak with the president or with the sport director, and when they offer you a contract. In my time, it was really small amounts. I'm not sure, but I think I was signing my first contract for 400 euro, no, 400 marks. It was not euros in this time,
Oh, it was before the Euros, yeah, of course, yeah.
yeah. And I don't even ask, how much and how often they will pay me. I just heard the professional contract and that I will join the training and exercise with the pro team. That was for me the most important moment really in the career. I can remember on this. It was amazing. It was
No, I bet
amazing.
that's
Yeah.
very exciting. Where was that?
Yeah.
Was that in Germany or in Croatia or?
In Croatia. It was in Croatia. I'm born in Germany, but my parents go back to Croatia in the age of 12 when I was 12, and then I was really in this pro club from my 12th year until 18, and I really signed the contract very very early. It was just 4 players from my generation which signed a professional contract, and I signed them with 18. and it was amazing. It was in Croatia. It was amazing. Later, I come back as a pro player to Germany, but like we said, this break into was really really a break
Big
in my
moment, right?
life. Yeah, yeah.
I
Positive,
think it's
on a
probably the
positive way.
moment most players wait for, right? It's the big moment.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
we'll jump on to the next one. So to farm out a player. So this is a bit of a strange one. Farming and football don't seem like they have too
Mhm,
much in common, right?
mhm,
So it means if a club sends a player, most often a young player, to another club on loan, and they want them
mhm.
to get a bit more development or a bit more experience, right? So they're not ready to have this player be in the first team, okay, but they
Mhm.
think this player will be maybe part of the squad in the future, so that the club farms out the player, right? And the example sentence there, the club plans to farm out my client to a championship. And I think a lot of players get farmed out, and it's often, players will often say that this is where they sort of develop their skills and become the player that they're trying to be. Right? This is usually a bit of an opportunity, although maybe it seems a bit disappointing at the time. I don't know.
I also have experience with this.
Oh, this happened to you?
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's happened, yeah. And really, when you are new in this industry and in this football world, like you said now, you think when they farm you up or when they loan you, that this is a punishment or something like that, you know.
Mhm.
But honestly, it's really a part of the development in your career. You know, you
Yeah,
really you need this maybe 1 season or 2 season in some another environment, you know, maybe not on this top level, where you can come, you know, to settle up in this world of professional football players, you know, and
yeah,
to receive a little bit more practice. But you see it, because I have also no experienced people around my family. My father was never a pro football player. Nobody in my family was inside in the football
like not in
industry.
the industry or
Yeah, yeah. And in this time also, it was not agents like today. Today you have players with 14 or 15 have an agent who care about them, you know.
okay.
Yes. And nobody was there to give me some advice and tell, look, that's good that you make a loan to this club or that. And I was also, like you said, I was really pissed off because they loaned me.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I think this
on
is usually the view the player takes, isn't it? Or maybe again, like you said, maybe not today. Maybe it's a little more explained to them. But
Yes, and not just that. Today you have the role models, you know, in the past, what you can really connect or make a comparison, and you understand that is the way where you must to go, you know, to
yeah,
to develop. And it's more media there, you know. You have really more possibility also to present your good development. In my time, they loan you somewhere in a club 50 kilometer from your home city, and you really play well. You know, 2 or 3 months you play very well, but nobody knows this. You know, it was not
nobody
so. Yeah, nobody see it. You know,
nobody
and
sees what you're doing, right?
yes, yes, it's crazy. You know, but it's interesting. It's a very very good phrase, really
Yeah, it's a
what
good
what
one.
is often in the football industry, the
It's a good
farm
one
out.
to know. And I think our
Yeah.
a friend from South Africa actually asked a question. If you could put it up so other people can
Mm-hmm,
see
mm-hmm,
it,
mm-hmm,
because it is a
mm-hmm.
good
Yes,
question
it's cool.
there.
It's cool. Yeah, yeah, cool. And
Can
it's
you
also
can you
you
put that can
people
you put
use
that
it.
question on the screen?
What?
The question, there's a question
Uh-huh.
in the comments that I'd like to answer.
Yeah,
One of the
I
people.
see here the question.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
farm out an alternative to loaning out a player? A very good question,
yeah.
Lily.
So
Thank-
if you farm out a player, it does mean you loan them out, but it's kind of a specific reason that you loan them out. So I can give an example. You know, I was watching the Champions League matches recently, and I saw Marcus Rashford is currently playing for Aston Villa, but I believe he's still signed with Manchester United, so he's been loaned. But you wouldn't say they farmed him out because he is a senior player with a lot of experience at Manchester United,
Mhm,
right? So he's
mhm.
capable of playing in the first team. He's probably just not in their plans right now. But if you say farm out a player, it's specifically the idea that you send them to another club so they'll get regular time to practice and develop and grow. So I hope that answers that question there. Thank you for the question, and thank you, Mirsad, for putting it up on the screen.
No, it's great that you go a little bit deeper. Of course, you know some people like to make comparisons, and this explanation, what you do, it's exactly that what means farm out. You know, and also of course loan a player for another reason, like the coach or the sport director don't count on him. You know, is
Mhm.
another
Different.
yeah, different I would say reason why the player is
Yeah.
going out from the
Exactly,
club.
different situations. A farm out's just a very specific type of loan out, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we'll jump on
Hmm.
to the next one. So this one is to step up,
Hmm.
often used with performance or interest. So if you step up, you improve something or you put more intensity or more effort into something. So you could use it with a club or with a player individually. So here you could say several clubs have stepped up their interest in my client after his recent
Hmm.
performances in the national team. So their interest has gone up. They're showing more interest and maybe they're showing they would like to sign this player. But you could also use it about a player who improves their performance a lot. You could say this player has stepped up their performance.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
We'll
And
jump
it's
straight
also
on.
happened many of
Sorry,
time.
go on.
It's also happened many of time that that when your player perform very good, that they step up, you know, and that really clubs maybe are not concretely have interest, that they send you immediately a contract or something like that for your player, you know, or a pre-contract,
Mhm.
but they are coming closer, I would say, to you as an agent, or also when you are a player without agent, and they inform about, you know, what's your plan in the next season, you know, what
Right,
are
they may be
they,
asking questions, they start
yeah,
fishing
yeah.
for a bit of information. Yeah. This is
Yes.
probably what we mean by like step up your interest. Like it's maybe not official, nothing's made official, but you show
Hmm.
it in some way, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
think we're up to number 4 now. So to rule out a player or a move, if you rule something out, it means you decide or you announce that something cannot or will not happen. Often this is related to some sort of injury from the player, or maybe there's negotiations that have failed or fallen through, which I think we learned last time.
Hmm.
So due to a minor due to a minor injury, the manager has ruled out my client for the next 2 fixtures. So if a player gets an injury, usually they are ruled out. That means they can't play. They're not an option. It's not a possibility, right?
Hmm.
Um, but you could also say if a player wants to go to another club, or if a club is interested and there's negotiations and that doesn't happen, then the move to that club is ruled out. It's no longer a possibility. It's not something that can happen.
Hmm.
All right.
Yes, interesting phrase. Interesting phrase. You know, also really good to remember it, the rule out of a player.
Yep, absolutely. A lot of these phrasal verbs are a bit difficult to remember and everything, but they're good to use because we use them a lot in English, right? And I'll jump on to the last one. So to get stuck in, this is a very common one, but a very casual one to get stuck in. So to show strong physical commitment and effort, especially in tackles or competitive moments. So you'll hear that a lot on the pitch. You know, if there's a tackle, someone will, like a very sort of aggressive tackle, you'll say the player gets stuck in. But you can use them in other contexts. My client is the kind of midfielder who always gets stuck in, exactly what the manager is looking for. But you might also use it, you know, an agent who's working very hard for their client, trying to get them the best deals. You might say this agent gets stuck in, right? They're making a heavy commitment and putting in a lot of effort.
Yes, and that's to be honestly, it's many of agents to get stuck in for his clients, because you know the difference between the quality the most of time by the players are very tight, you know, and it depends about how good his agent perform, or how much his agent I would say present his player and the market,
right? Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. So you want an agent who, especially maybe in like the negotiations or in the promotion of the player, really gets stuck in. Okay, it's saying that they go in with a lot of effort, a lot of commitment. So yeah, and I'm sure all the agents that go through your academy do exactly that, right?
That's the truth. And also to come back to your English school, I don't mention it today, but I must mention it again, guys. When you want to learn really football expert English, you know, when you really want to go inside deeper in the English for football activities, as a scout, as a coach, as a agent, whatever, really I can recommend you Matt's football English club. Matt have his web page. Matt is here on LinkedIn. You can contact him directly, and I'm also inside in the club, and I can really recommend it on the best way. And you see also what we have here that's special for really connecting on a high level in the football industry. Do you also want to say something, Matt? The web page is the web
well,
page.
What I'll do is I've actually got in this document there's a bit of information about it here. But what I'll do is I'll put the link to the document in the comments.
Very good.
People can get straight to that in there. So if you just click that link on the document, guys, and then lots of information in there. So if you are interested rather in improving your English for a career in football, go for it. And of course, you can just send me a message on LinkedIn or wherever, and I'll answer any questions you guys have.
Also, the structure of the football English club is very flexible. On one side, you have the course, you know, which is with the basic things and video recordings, what you can look every day and when you have time. And on another side, Matt sent weekly emails, and we have also some workshops. I think it's very important.
Yeah, so there's a lot of networking we do in it as well. People meet with each other and connect, and yeah, and like we said, there's regular classes, on-demand materials. There's lots in there, so there's lots to do. Don't worry about that. If you want to improve your English for football, this is the best way to do it.
Yes. Okay. The link will be below. Lyle have also one question. Let's see what Lyle has questioned it again. Something. Just a second. would it be appropriate to also state that a deal has collapsed or negotiations fell through when a negotiation has been ruled out? Mhm.
So you would probably say the negotiations fell through, but you wouldn't say the negotiations are ruled out. You would say the transfer or the move of the player is ruled out. Kind of like the final result of the negotiations gets ruled out.
Mhm.
But you can say the negotiations collapse or fall through. Yeah.
Okay. Good explanation. Thank you. Sorry, I was interrupt you with the fifth and with the last
Oh, the phrase?
phrase.
I think
Yes.
we did
Did we
the fifth one.
end with the last phrase? Did we come? Yeah, we speak about the get stuck in. Yeah.
Yeah,
As an
that
agent.
was number 5, I believe.
Yeah. Cool. I hope, guys, that you understand also this last phrase, to get stuck in. And yeah, when you also know an agent who really gets stuck in, you can recommend them. And when they struggle maybe with his development as an agent in his career, he can come to our Spa Academy. We have a
They know where to
special
go, right?
yeah, and because we have many of agents and also lawyers which join our Spa Academy because they struggle. And it's not just to pass the exam and become a football license agent. You also really must to know which tools you can use and which skills you can use to for what the most important part, to help your client, and to make a good deal for a client, also make good transfers for him and develop his career. When you maybe are in this situation, just go on our webpage, spaacademy.info, or like when you need expert English, connect me on LinkedIn, Instagram, and we will try to help you in your next step as a career as a football agent. Yeah, cool, guys. Okay, Matt, do you also want to give some last words? Today is the sixth of our stream. We have really now 30 phrases what we go through. Guys, when you have some phrase that you want to know, also write us down in the comment. Do you want to add something, Matt, for today?
Just a big thank you again to everyone who watches, and thanks for the questions there and everything. And a big thanks to you as well, Mirsad, because I appreciate these opportunities to do this. And yeah, we're at 30 words, like you said, and we'll keep going to 60 and 120 and 240, I think, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, and it's also very excited. We have every time another participants. I also see here Lily. I hope I say your name correctly. And we are always open for questions. No problem, because Lily.
Yeah, no problem. Questions are good.
Yeah, he says sorry for many questions. I'm just really eager and trying to cement everything before the exam. How can one join the Spa Academy? Yes, the exam is coming now. And again, thank you for the questions. You can join us with the application link. We have a application process of every of our members of Spa Academy, because like I said, we don't just help you by the first step in your career as a football agent, that you pass the exam. We have a huge quote of more than 80%. We are also a network of agents which work together and help each other to make his first transfer and to help his clients. And that's the reason why I make this application form. I will also put like Matt, a link for the application, but in generally you can find our application on our webpage, spaacademy.info, and yeah, fill it out and make you a meeting, one-to-one consultation with me personally, and we will see did we are a good fit for work together in the future. Cool guys. Okay, Matt, thank you for your time.
No problem. Thank you very much for the time also.
It was also very interesting for me, I learned also something new.
Yeah, that's good. No, I want. I hope you do. I hope you do when we do these.
Yeah, and see you in the next workshop also from the Football English Club. And
great.
Best regards to everybody. Thank you, Matt.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Have a great one. Bye, guys.
Have a great day. Thank you.